Okay, and the last point is on Metopia. Now this is very surprising, and I'll lead that into our thoughts almost. What they do is they ask users, not even ask users, they add Metopia into the buying thing, and then they say delivery is free. And Harshit has mentioned it. A couple of you have, others have also mentioned it. Don't do that, right? And I think that's a very, very fair point for a new user. If you are working on a new product and it's a logged out flow, don't ever unnecessarily push things that you want to sell them. Don't do that. I mean, that kind of not just reduces trust, it kind of breaks trust altogether. That's a complete no-no. I don't know why Licious is doing that. Besides that, as I said, right, this is a genuinely interesting product. People outside a community also reach out. When I put this discussion thing on WhatsApp, one of my friends reached out and said that the minute you sign up for their service and you have to put your mobile number, you get spammed with SMSs. I don't know who all of you have gone through that experience, but they spam you like crazy. And he got so irritated with it that he stopped using that service. Now, again, this may not be true for the first time user, but considering that users do not like being spammed these days, and again that comes to the user persona, which user persona you're going after, that is again a no-no, big no-no. Don't unnecessarily go and spam users. I know that marketing has this push ki yaar ye karo wo karo, but don't do that. I mean, these are two things that are completely avoidable if you are Licious or in a category or segment like Licious and working on that kind of a problem. Okay, so first hand perspective. Now, this is, as I mentioned, right, this is one of the first products or few products that I have we have hosted challenge that I have not tried at all. Like end to end, I have not at all used. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to just share verbatim what I think about it. I know it's not very important to you, but just see the experience that the user gets. And I am the kind who blocks all location, etc., those kind of things. What Licious does is, first up, this is the view, right? First up throws a location tracking. I don't know why it has to do it this way. It does that. I never give permission to any website, so I'm that kind of a user. I say don't allow. Then there was another pop-up behind that, which was said my rewards. Now, when you're landing on a homepage of a website with no session history at all, why is there a my rewards section first up being shown again as a pop-up interstitial? These are most definitely avoidable. Thirdly, you cannot, matlab, yahan se bahar you cannot tap out. Look at this. In these 3 steps itself, you lost a user like me. I will definitely not order from this website, no matter what kind of offer or thing you give, unless, and that's coming to my second point here, right? Referrals are the new social proof, right? So, for example, I'd definitely order from this site if somebody like, and I've only been referred to by Nishit. So Nishit is the first person who told me about Licious. Then my cousin brother told me. I'd still bear with it, right? Because there is a referral, and there is not a referral as in the coupon code. I'm not meaning that. They have kind of tried the product, not the website. They've tried the product as in what the produce is. They've used it and they liked it. I will give that leeway to the site. Yaar, theek hai, thoda sa spammy hai, thoda ye. But you have to be very, very considerate. Yaar, absolute first time user jo aa raha hai, they will not bear with it. At least the user persona that I fall into, I will not order from such a website, because now I have to enter something to get started. I know some of you might say yaar, location to hum sub site ko de dete, but I'm not that kind of user, right? So these are the couple of things that as a completely fresh. Yeah, this is another one. Subscribe to newsletter. Look at the way it has been done. It looks, no other word, it looks very shady to me. So मैं तो इस साइड से कभी order नहीं करूँगा unless there is that social proof that has been created, not by अच्छा 200 people are ordering in your area, but my social proof of my immediate network has kind of pushed me to try ordering from them. So this was my perspective. Rarely does it happen. I've still not used the product end to end, because I, again, beyond this, I did not feel like clicking any buttons after this was brought up. And that brings me to the Uber example. I don't know how many people were there using Uber when it came first to India. I distinctly remember I just graduated out of MBA, just got into my first 8 years ago. And Uber's app first, as soon as you open the app, it said, put your credit card number. That was the first thing. There was no sign up or anything. It is key, start with your credit card. And that for Indians at that time, and remember, abhi bhi hai, but tabhi it was like, yaar, kyun karna? And Uber was only credit card driven, right? If you remember, then gradually, slowly, how they've changed over the years, right? But the way they enable people to share their credit card number, first up, because that is how the entire flow was, right? You put a card number in, you take the ride, it builds automatically, everything happens automatically, no OTP, all of that was not there at that time. They did it by free trials, which Akash also mentioned, right? 150 rupees ka, which is a pretty good, significant discount. That is one definite way of enabling, building trust and enabling trials, right? I know it might sound कि यार ये product का तो problem है नहीं, मतलब product से solve नहीं कर रहे, but it is a very important consideration. Sometimes building trust is not just about the product. There's only so much that one can do, which I mentioned in the beginning, right? It has to be driven by business and marketing, because unless that happens, unless an offer or a coupon or a trial or something of that nature comes in, the product can only support it so much, right? So in case you're working on such a problem and you come to, Acha, theek hai, I'm coming to a roadblock, what more can I do? I've done forums, I've done testimonials, I've done all of it. What is the next thing I can do? You should go up to marketing and you should say, can we do this kind of an offer? Like you mentioned, can we do a 150 rupees off? It definitely helps. Then they went ahead and then the Paytm offer, right? You remember that amazing partnership that they had that really exploded that category completely. Everybody kind of tried Uber, and now look at where they are. I mean, now look at all of the, it became a necessity eventually. But as you see, it was a niche kind of an area where you got to, move around in Audis. If you remember those days, right? Audi mein you can get a cab, right? 200 rupees ka voucher milta tha. Slowly that went and diverged into a mass market kind of an offering. But initially, building trust was a problem even for a person like Uber in India. Hence the free trials, hence giving 3 rides free, hence all those plays came in. And that is a very important consideration when you're building the product.